Welcome to the official Tier 1 through Tier 5. We've got 3 videos worth of the notes here. And this is where I'm putting my Altergeist deck, in the trash can, because it is now an absolute pile of garbage. This is also where I put all of my Salaman grade decks, as where they belong, in the trash as well. So sorry, Solid players. Maybe I'm just giving your deck a little bit more shit than I actually should be, but maybe someday you can be a good deck again. But you still have 5 Gazelles, right? LOL. Let's dig on into Tier 1, shall we? Alright. Straight up on Tier 1 is Thunder, Crusadia, Danger, Pure Thunder. If it's got a Thunder engine in it, it goes together. Now here's the thing with this deck. Yes, you lost Equips Wyvern. Yes, you lost some baby dragons. In the future, you've got the Rocket Engine coming. Full bore. You've got Quick Launch, which is one of the best support cards that you're ever going to get in this deck. You've got many other fantastic cards with this. Now, I think inevitably this deck is going to be the one that honestly goes through the most evolutions of this format. I think a lot of players have some sort of idea where they want to go, whether or not it be a pure variant, because honestly, Pure Thunder can still do everything it did. I've heard rumor that you can still end on a very good board with Quick Launch plus Rocket plus whatnot. This is pre-Rocket structure deck. And honestly, Colossus is still one of the best cards that you had. We didn't hit Colossus on this list. We didn't hit Dragon Roar, Dragon Hawk, any of those shenanigans. We instead went after the Chaos Engine. Lavenier still exists. It's a little bit harder to do, but you still have Brotar to search for these resources. And essentially anything else that the deck really needs as well. So I think the deck's going to be less of a Chaos variant at this point. I'm sure players are still going to find ways to abuse the Chaos Engine in some way, because Brotar does exist. And because Brotar does exist, I don't know, I think the evolution of the deck will be very fair and stable, but we'll have to kind of see where it goes. But I'm definitely putting Thunder at the top of the hierarchy at the moment, just because the deck's got enough evolutions that it's going to stick the landing beautifully and be a-okay this format. So there's that. So if you're a Thunder player, congratulations, you dodged a bullet. Now, number 2 on this list is actually Pendulum. Insert Triff Gaming going jokingly 19 negates the deck. So here's why I am with Pendulum. We, on every Pendulum discussion we had, we said, hey, this deck's probably going to be good post-ban list. Alright, we get to the ban list, nothing happens. Alright, this deck doesn't get hit by terraforming or any of the other shenanigans that really would have put Pendulum down. You've still got the Crusadia engine, you've still got Zephyra, you've still got, I said Crusadia, I meant Endymion, and you still got Pure. You have all 3 variants that you can play and adjust with, and you lost nothing, which means now that we brought the ceiling down from here to here at this point in the metagame, that means that the deck's evolutions and things like that, you're only going to get the chance to mess around with the combos and things. Also, you're one of the few decks that does get to abuse the Guard Dragon engine, which Daddy doesn't like when Guard Dragons get to run around and do crazy shenanigans, because their existence is pretty crazy. But by checking the little Chaos Dragons, we attempted to fix that a little bit, at least in Thunder Dragon. But the point of this discussion, Pendulum still has everything that Pendulum has had going for it. The full deck's combos, it's all still there. Everything that the deck abused before, still there. Amorphange Engine, Lechery, Sloth for the obstructions. It's all there. I don't know what more to really say about Pendulum, but the deck is at 100% power. The deck's just overall matchups are good. I mean, I guess the Thunder board, if it's Thunder and Pendulums for the top spot this format, I think Thunder just bullies Pendulum into a corner. So Pendulum doesn't have a really good time outing Triple Colossus Titan. So,
some can.
I mean, I guess some can, but like you got to open up really well for that.
You have to open the Finger Cups if you're playing that build.
Oh yeah, Frankatop's gonna be good.
Yeah, Frankatop real good.
Now, next up on this list is Sky Striker. Yeah, multi-roll to 1. Yeah, multi-roll to 1 hurts the deck. But let's go through the list of cards that hurts Sky Striker this format. Cosmic Cyclone. DD Crow. My argument for why Sky Striker is still a good deck, I read in my comment section earlier. Hercules base is still at 3. You just made our lives a little bit harder. We just have to time our recyclability. Sky Striker cards are going up in price right now. Let that sink in for a moment. Alright. The whole player base is at this point that we're like, hey, Sky Striker. Hey deck, how are you? And then it's like, oh, multi-rolls at 1. Huh, no real loss off my asshole, right? So, here's the thing. Sky Striker can still do what Sky Striker wants, but the problem is we're down 2 cards now that would target our field spell and get our Ray on the field, which has made our consistency a little bit worse. We also lost the Terraforming, which is another honestly brutal hit to the deck. 3 starters gone out of the deck. So I do think in terms of a pure variant, pure's kind of walking on thin water, but if you're a deck that wants to play triple engage Hornet drones, oh, the engine is still there. Congratulations, Mech Knight Invoked. I don't know how you survived this one, but whew. Daddy's really looking forward to some Mech Knight player breaking this deck just because he opened up the nuts. Also, engage in Hornet drones into Kagari is still combo for Orcust. Orcust. What a deck. Now next up on this list, this one's kind of high up here. We have zombies. Now, Jackalope, Nessie, and Suchi all went to 2. But we still have 3 Mothman to pick up the slack. Who needs a full danger package when you just take care of the 3 best ones and just play 3 Mothman? Especially when you're playing a zombie deck that you want to stick the zombie world on the field. You want to get the Netherworld Banshee in the graveyard. You know, Solitaire fully starts your board. So here's where I am with zombie at the moment. You lost 3 danger cards. Big whoop-de-doo. Alright? You didn't play Terraforming because you have Netherworld Banshee. Boulder Drock is one of the most insane cards that your deck has going for it, whether or not it be full disruption. Oh, and Super Poly went to 3 for you. And Necro World Band, whatever the heck the big fusion's name is.
Necroid something.
Necroid something. But now that he's at a full 3, your Super Poly targets have gotten so much better. Sticking that zombie world on the field can mean death to certain decks. Especially if you go have the first Super Poly discard a Spirit Master for you to load up. The only thing that this deck needed now was a Fairy Tale Snow, but, you know, Lord knows we're never getting that back at this point. So, I think Zombie's full disruption power is really going to be up there. We'll give it a little bit of love and see, honestly, where it's going to go. But, I don't know, I think Zombies definitely deserve to be in the top seed of the meta. Maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe I'm just underestimating, I guess, going second to the format. But Zombie's one of the decks that can stick the landing going first and just put you in such a good, devastating position. So, we'll have to wait and see where that goes. Now, the last deck I actually have on this list is going to be Subterra. And I'm putting this so high up here because I've been watching a bunch of Subterra players bully Altergeist players and go, hey, why don't you just remove all of your Altergeist cards and replace them with Subterra cards? Well, Altergeist did get the shaft. I mean, they got the whole shaft, all 20 inches of it. Alright, yeah, you got 3 Sang and 3 Almirage, but you only got 1 copy of Multi-Faker, so I don't know how that dream's going to be alive, but prove me wrong. Altergeist was a preemptive hit, by the way. Don't think that it wasn't. If we had done these hits and not touched Multi-Faker, Altergeist would have been the most insane deck on this list, and nobody would have wanted that. So, Pendulum versus Altergeist, the format. Seems like it would have been fun. Now, depending on where things go here, yeah, Subterra did lose a field spell. Subterra just replaces that field spell with 1 more Super Polymerization. Yeah, baby. This card does a lot. A lot more than it actually should. I can't wait for it to get limited again. So, I don't know, Boulder Drock Zombie World, anti-meta. Oh, man. Yo, you stick the Zombie World against Thunder if Thunder's the best deck? Honestly, I think moving Thunder up the list and moving Zombies up because Zombie checks it makes the metagame a little bit better.
You have to also remember Zombie does the whole Zombie World plus Rivalry because... Or is it Rivalry? Yeah, Rivalry. Because they can't play cards from their hand because everything on the field is Zombie.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So that's another reason they go first.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you just end on Boulder Drog, Rivalry, Necro Banshee deck.
Your opponent can't play the game.
Can't wait for Zombies to be here. There will always be the one zombie deck that always makes it in the top cut. Well, that's the first 5 on our metagame discussion. If you want part 2, show me some love in the like section. Comment your request. There will probably end up being a part 4 to this at some point. I can tell you that because I don't have Magical Musketeer on my list, but I'll get there nonetheless. All right, part 1 out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.